Alright, this is what you get when you order a long block Geo Metro. This particular motor here is actually a long life motor with a hill climber head. Just gonna walk around it and give you a quick video. Oh, there's pictures here on the website, but the video is a lot more detail. This one doesn't have the rear mainsail cap on it, but they come with that. I'm actually machining a different one because this one's going to go in my hovercraft, and it's going to instead of bolt to a transmission, it's actually got a cog pulley on it that drives a 4-inch timing belt. But they all look just like this. They come with a water pump on them, fuel oil pump, heads all fresh, whatever head you choose to have put on it. And then I don't have this one bolted down because I wanted to show you the bottom end of the motor. Take and put this over here out of the way. Try not to move the camera around too much. And then obviously the cylinders are all bored out. And I do blocks 20 at a time. So on the top of the piston here it says a block number 7. That's cylinder 1, cylinder 2, and cylinder 3. And the pistons, when they cut them at the factory, they can be off as much as 5/1000ths of an inch. And that plays a lot in one cylinder being wiped out. And at the end of its life, that could make it last another 50,000 miles or so. So we laser measure the piston and then bore each hole for each piston like it's its own individual motor. And that way the ring gap is perfect. But it's the only way to do it. And then I can actually spin this around because it's on an engine stand. I don't need to be so close with the camera. If I step back, I can't reach the motor. Let's pull it around. So that's what the top of the motor looks like. And then depending on what year it is, this one's set up. I've got a cam crank seal on it, or a cam sensor oil pump on it. That's what that hole's for. I'm actually going to put a magnetic pickup in there to run the tachometer. So I used a late model one. Normally that hole's not there because everything in an early car is in the distributor. Hold on one second here and I'll back up. I just need to lock the brake on the stand so the engine doesn't turn. And then on the engines, the cranks are welded and machined back to zero a 0-0 crank, or like in this particular one, it's been cut. Grabs the wrench here. Excuse the camera movement. And I think we can probably bring it up here to see. What's that focus in? Oh, right there where it says 10. And there's another 10 right there. So it's 10 mains, 10 rods. And that's just when the crank is cut and rebalanced. And then, and in fact, down there, you might actually be able to see the measurement on the pistons. And they're just a smidge different. Like that one says, what does that say? That's way down there, 93. Oh, well, let me pull the camera back and look now. I'm not sure. But you got a measurement on that piston, and then you have a measurement on this one, and so forth on the other one. It's very precision. It's not some throw together machine shop thing where you're just punching holes in it and giving it back to somebody and nobody cares, and you drive it like your Chevy truck and you get 75,000 miles on it and it's 3/4 wore out. These long life blocks will go twice as far as a standard setup. So, but if you're not going to own the car long enough to drive it out that far, you might want to save the $300 or so and just get a stock block. They're fairly bulletproof. that's what it looks like when you get it. And the block gets pressure washed. It gets heated. Paint goes on, so the paint goes on and makes it. It actually melts it on it, so it's like powder coat. It's very nice. If you ever need to touch it up, I always use Rust-Oleum colors, and this is Rust-Oleum stainless steel, just like on my heads if you watch the head video. And like little things like right here, you can see these drill marks are from when the crank was balanced. And then the rods are balanced, the pistons are balanced. Basically, it's a blueprinted and obviously balanced. And the blueprint means it's brought back to factory specs and then balanced. That's all that means. There's no doesn't mean it's anything but blueprinted means we bring it back to 100% factory specification and then balance the entire engine out to zero. And when you go in and weigh the components and whatnot, they're flawless because everything is balanced to zero. So there's no part. It doesn't have a show. What am I thinking about? A harmonic balancer on it that it just has a straight pulley. The front, oh, I can't believe I couldn't think of that, but I don't work with it on the Geos. The front crank pulley is solid, one piece of material, so it's balanced out to zero, and then you just balance everything out, and then that's when you buy a clutch kit, and that's all balanced out to zero too. So when you bolt it on a motor, you don't lose the balance on it. But, and then if you ever take it apart, you just have to make sure that you put it all back in the same order, and you don't have to rebalance it. But that's it in a nutshell. And you can see how clean and how nice they are. All the machine work is top notch, worth every penny. And if you need one, let me know. I can install it or just mail one to you. There's free shipping in North America to you. And appreciate the business, and appreciate you taking the time to get on the website and look.